Alright, I wasn't ready yet, but I pressed enter, so I guess we're going live now. The short late night stream. Oh man, and I'm all burpy from soda and stuff. Alright, we're live on YouTube. Welcome YouTube. Sorry earlier today I had network issues. The whole apartment neighborhood's internet went down, and so as a result my internet went down, and so did the stream at I think kind of a funny time. I said wait and then just nothing. Let's see, Twitch. Yep, Twitch is up now too. Sweet. Alright, so I literally when I realized that I logged out. You can see at 11:25. It might have taken me like 2 minutes to realize. But yeah, so we have a whole bunch of bricks. If you're curious about what the plans are for today and what we did yesterday, I guess, and on stream a bit, you should check out the stream from earlier. That's only like 20 minutes long. I go over all that stuff fairly early on in the stream. It's an email saying that somebody's live on my channel. That's right, there is somebody live. It is me. But bricks are great because this will go as brick dust, right? And then we also need clay dust still, which isn't too bad. Okay, the stairs go into bricks. They do. They go into small piles of brick as opposed to just bricks. Still worth it. To catch you up to speed, our current goal is upgrading these guys. Currently, this setup is going to take us 20 hours, and we're getting a steam for our steel for our 128 low volt circuit project. We can cut that almost in half by using a lathe, so it'd be 10 hours. But it's still like 10 hours, right? So I want to upgrade it eventually to 8 of these, so that would bring it all the way down to 5 hours before the lathe. But we're currently working on bringing it up to 4. So that's kind of where we're at with that. This will give us good brick dust, though. Yeah, I knew the time slot would cause people issues, but I'm sure some people will still be around. A lot of my viewership is from the UK, and so it's only what, midnight their time right now or something like that. Ooh, what the? We got turnips. And this is another project that we're gonna have to do today. We need to get sticky reeds. I haven't done the actual math on how behind we are in raw rubber, but we are very behind in raw rubber. Eventually we need 18 stacks. Let's go and pseudo hydrate. I wish to hydrate my water bottle. Oh, there it is. Oh man, I still didn't get the voice of like so and so says hydrate or something like that. Oh well. Oh yeah, and I gotta pop into Webby stream at some point today too. But yeah, we still need a whole bunch. And that's not including sticky resin we're gonna need in order to supplement our slime. Because I'm using slime to make the coated circuit boards, it should hopefully save us a whole bunch. But yeah. We need 144 light blue terracotta. That should be really easy to do. Is that what we're going to do next? I suppose let's craft a whole bunch of beef Wellingtons, because I was expecting to explore today. So I was preparing a whole bunch of stuff to craft for food on our way. We just needed the beef. But that'll work. Alright. So now we need at least 144 terracotta. I think I had About 9 stacks of bricks, so that should be the ballpark we're going for. And then the only things that would be holding us back would be calcite, which I'm gonna be honest is probably the issue. We can go mine calcite, so it's not a huge deal. We just gotta go do it. Or gypsum, right? Gypsum? I don't know, one of the ores that we can go mine. I suppose maybe stone dust would hold us back, but I'm pretty sure we can get that from macerating cobblestone. I forget if this stuff goes into our backpack or not. It does not. Alright, that will make things a little easier actually. So much parkour. Alright. We got black granite and snow. Alright. It's just kind of like a weird vein of it. Like, I don't know. I appreciate it. I like that we have it here, but I was looking for an actual mesa biome, so I could get, like, literally thousands. Which, there might be thousands on this. Okay, so now once we start getting stuff in our hotbar, we're getting close. I should have done this last time. This is so much easier than going to mine all the clay and eating like thousands of clay. Because even this would be like 144, so this would be like 400, almost 600 blocks of, not blocks, but clay balls. Right, would it be clay balls? Yeah, it'd be clay balls. And clay's like also like underwater mostly, as far as like what we have access to, and the whole logistical mess with that stuff too. So this is so much easier. I appreciate Cat's recommendation, and I also appreciate that he went into stream and he's like, dude, you literally have a terracotta mountain. This is where you're mining the copper yesterday. I don't know, my brain just didn't put 2 and 2 together. Because I don't think about terracotta unless I'm looking at like an actual Badlands, you know, where we got like the stripes and all that stuff. Which, is that in this version of Minecraft? It might be. 1.7 is newer than I think, but Mesa is probably older than I think too. So yeah, more than likely. And there's Bounds of Plenty, of course. It's a pretty neat mod. It does add a lot of kind of funky stuff in my opinion though. There's like volcanic ash. Nether looks like completely unrecognizable to vanilla. Okay. Well, we're already full up on terracotta. That was quick. So that will be way more than enough clay dust. I think we just process it all and then we combine it with the stone and we get however many fire bricks as we can get. Honestly, we might need to make the bigger furnace in order to process all this too. which if I had to guess, uses primarily is primarily iron as the craft material because it's from railcraft, and I guess railcraft does use steel, right? But I'd hope that'd be primarily iron. Oh yeah, another thing I want to do today is make a whole rubber plantation underground. I want to dig out like a 9-block tall area and then just fill it full of rubber trees. That's gonna be my backup in case we don't get whatchamacallit ever. Wait, why is it giving me small piles of bricks? Oh, because these are the stairs. I see. It's like, that's not what you're supposed to be getting me. Like, I went out my way to get the bricks, so I won't have to deal with you. Plenty of clay dust in there too for us. Two, three. Yeah. These furnaces are overwhelmed by the rate at which we output items. One every like 8 seconds or something. Be a fairly trivial upgrade to do, to be honest. Alright, let's check out this furnace. Mass process. No, it's not mass processing. Multi-block. Air filter. Oh, this is probably for that. So production is too slow. You got enough bricks and clay. Build a second BBF. Build it attached to the first one so you can share a wall and you can save some bricks, clay, and concrete. What's funny is that I got 2 of these, right? I should be able to make a second one, but mace under steam age. Better macerator. Upgrade the extractor. A lit way to get charred. Upgrade high-speed alloys. I know there's something about 2x2 furnaces somewhere. Oh, here it is. Dude, that does not look like a furnace. What do you mean? Smelting up to 9 items at once. Sound nice. With a bit of steel, you can craft a railcraft steam oven 2x2x2. Hint, all furnace recipes work just fine, but you cannot use it to make charcoal from wood. So we need to make steam oven blocks. We need 8 of them? 2x2. I guess 2 to the power 3 is 8. High pressure boiler tanks. How expensive are these? The casings are 1 or 2 per? 2 per 3. Okay. So this will be 4, 5, 6 per high pressure boiler tank. We need 8. 424, 48 steel? Really? 48 steel? Not including the steel in this. Okay. Never mind. I'm changing my mind. That is super expensive. Maybe we'll just upgrade to the high pressure steam furnaces. And that'll be enough for our needs. The issue there is that you gotta like smelt iron nuggets, and then you have to, I guess I got a bunch of iron nuggets, don't I? Never mind, this isn't so bad. I forgot, I got the raw iron right now. Okay, so I need to upgrade that. 4, so 8, plus what's underground. Let's just make 16. 16 large tin pipes. Yep. Well, rip, we're going to spend steel. Oops. I wonder if we can do an enchantment table yet. We probably can, can't we? Okay, I suppose not. I have no clue we're supposed to spend our XP on then. Yeah, I got my microphone working. Background music's going. In-game sounds going. Neat. Okay. I'm on yet a different setup from yesterday. We were trying to figure out what was going on with my computer, and I believe we've diagnosed it down. If everything works, it's very probably a bad PCI Express connection. Because I had the 3070, right, which is one of those bigger cards. This thing's like actually huge, but it's been known to break and bend motherboards. So we're assuming that my motherboard just got bent a little bit, and so the connection between the PCIe slot and the graphics card hasn't been consistent. The reason why it worked fine on Sunday, but not today, was because I had a lighter card in it. And that was, I have a compact 5060 or whatever. And it was flexing it. It wasn't flexing it or whatever, right? I don't think. So it's just kind of like a general hardware degradation from the big chunky GPU. And that's the theory if everything works. Otherwise I might have to update my BIOS, which I think is kind of funny. Sarah Knight and everyone else were like, sorry, my throat's kind of funny. They were like, you know, anytime I'm bug fixing things, it's always update the BIOS first, update the BIOS. Have you tried updating the BIOS? Which is like, yeah, that'd probably help, but like, at the end of the day, BIOS is BIOS, is kind of the way I see it. Like, I know there's like, what was it? It was kind of funny. The Intel CPUs burning themselves up, so they patched the BIOS that way it wouldn't give it as much voltage. I know there's stuff like that that BIOS can do, but like, I don't know. I guess I've never had like a true like BIOS issue or like this update has bricked my graphics card or something because I haven't updated the BIOS. Or maybe I've just gotten lucky and fortunate that BIOS hasn't been the primary cause of any of my issues. Dude, we got so many seeds. I suppose a filing cabinet would be super helpful for these things. Was filing cabinet steel or iron? It is steel, of course it's steel. 6 ingots though, that isn't too bad. Or I just start spreading into new chests. You know, that works too. Dude, I don't even have a place to throw the food stuff anymore. It's very quickly going to turn into a clean stuff up stream. I probably need it. So for the high pressure, it's literally just wrought iron and one plate of steel. So if I want to upgrade this guy and set up more of these, my Ghetto 8 smelter. We want to be one steel per, right? So it'd be 8, that'd be 9 steel, which is that's so much more like, hey, you know what? We can do that. 9 steel, not too bad. And I can even do it this way, right? Bam. Love that machine so much. Alright, so let's get this plan added. So I want 8 of these. I got those taken care of. I do need these made. I'm throwing this in here because I want to see how much wrought iron I need. Yeah, we're adding the bending machine version. Oops, right click. We'll add the steam furnace as well. No, bricks. Actually, we only okay. That's perfect. We only need 6. We'll add this as well. We'll collapse this thing because that is ridiculous, and we're not there yet. We're not ready to start doing our thing. Wait, why doesn't this have concrete added? Yeah, this would be annoying. The calcite, the gypsum, the coarse sand isn't bad. We got a bunch. Maybe the stone dust. Alright, so we need 2 steel furnaces, which means 28 bronze into plates. Wait, I shouldn't do that. I have an absurd amount of bronze over here. Boom, boom, boom. Sweet. And maybe that's the way I was supposed to go about, like, the slowly upgrading everything was, set it up that way, as opposed to... looking 5 steps deep into the recipe book. Yeah, I want 2 stacks of low voltage electric circuits. Alright. Give me those. I should have those actually lying around somewhere. Let's look before I spend. Look before I spend. I should take that advice to real life. Then we need the furnace, of course. 1, 2, 3. Not 3 stacks. Craft. Oh, I'm missing 6. Bricked bronze hull. Already got them. I'm being dumb. There's 2 steel furnaces. Suppose we need large pipes, don't we? Yeah, we need a couple of these. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Did I lose my wrench? No, okay. I finally made a fresh wrench. Lost it in like 30 seconds. Okay, so I'll do that. Hopefully the drainage is going a little better. I mean, it looks like it is. But it's just so backed up and so clogged that... What can you do? More unknown seeds, just what I wanted. Another place to try to put that. Oh, and they're all probably like reeds, right? Like I don't see why we would get a different type of unknown seed. So how much do I need per? I need 8 per. 72? So this will not be enough. Should probably make the high pressure variant of these too for these super intensive manual crafts. Start filling these guys up with raw iron crafts. Wow, it's done already. That is so much. So how much do we need to save for the clay dust? 48 to 48 bricks, right? So if I save... Let's see how much we're going to end up with first. How much surplus? 2... I'm going to set aside 3 stacks of clay dust, and hopefully that's enough. Fingers crossed. So I need smelted too. How's it going, Sarah Knight? Another hydrate, alright. Wait, did the TTS one not go through? Oh no, there it is.
Says hydrate. Plate.
I'm sorry, I'm only going to do 1 to 2 hydrates. Sorry, I'm scamming you out of points. What? Okay, can I do the second one with soda? Is that fair? I personally think that's fair. It's drink. It is drink. I don't care. Okay. Alright, I'm drinking soda for the second one. Yeah, I have too much water running through my veins, you know? That stuff's poisonous. Making the frogs gay. Too much water is bad for you. True. Like, overhydration seriously kills people. At one point I thought it was more people died of overhydration in the US than to dehydration. I forget where I saw that fact, but citation needed, very much needed. But yeah, it's kind of an understated danger. But I mean the amount of water we're talking about is ridiculous, right? We're talking about like multiple liters of water in like a couple hours. Or like 8 hour. Like, just an absurd amount. No, upgrade, better furnace. Hell yeah. Find it funny that I'm doing this way and then like the manual multi-block as opposed to doing the other. And the wrought iron's gonna help us more. Use the same total, but does the job twice as fast, yeah. Same as the other high pressure variants. Webby, you're supposed to be live, aren't you? I'm gonna have Firefox. Twitch.tv, it's Webby. Oh, he's starting soon, a minute 25. I'm gonna get DMCA'd. What's my 2-month sub anniversary? Wow. Dilutes your blood and decreases electrolytes, especially sodium. As a result, high water moves into your blood cells or body cells, causes them to swell. When you get too much water in your brain cells, increased pressure in your brain affects how it works. These are changes in your awareness, movement, and behavior. Water intoxication is also potentially fatal. Yep. I knew it was electrolyte related. It was like, it affects your nervous system and stuff. Alright, have a good stream, Webby. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe I'll spam a few more dragon emotes every once in a while. Look forward to Terraria tomorrow. Yeah, we're talking... I was thinking like liters of water in a couple of hours. Are we talking like liters of water in a single hour? Or like 5 hours? See ya! Doesn't happen very often, yeah. Rip. A gallon, so 3 to 4 liters of water in about 2 hours. Alright, so your speed limit on water is 1 liter an hour. You're not allowed to drink any more than that. Not 2 liters, we'll say 2 liters. Oh, that's right. I got coins the technician, and I should place. Webby's completely sidetracked me. I gotta place this. Place. I gotta press the right click to place this. After I jump. So vent there, neat. Give you some iron. I don't know why I grabbed multiple stacks when I know you can only smelt 1 stack at a time. I'm gonna throw a bunch of this in the arc furnace. Is this the arc furnace? It's the steam fuser. Is this the arc furnace? No. Why do I think of an arc furnace when I think of this device? More than 1 liter of water per hour is probably too much. Ah, okay. There's definitely been days where I've been like, alright, I need to hydrate. You know, we're going 1 liter per hour or whatever. I haven't actually done 1 liter per hour before, but... Alright, now we're moving on the wrought iron train. Yes, 8 per, and everything needs to be made in plates. Alright, that makes things easy. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's probably some pretty big symptoms if your brain is swelling, right? Like, brain swelling is going to cause a lot of problems for you. probably a pretty obvious and clear sign that you're probably going a little too ham. We're actually getting raw iron way faster than like any other time I've gone through this. It's always been such a pain to craft. I suppose because I'm making a ton, right? I got all these furnaces going. Let's make a hopper. Because this is here, right? We can hopper into that pipe. Disconnect this here, and then we can input down. I suppose I can also put the hopper here without a problem, or at the end. I think the end will be a little more aesthetically pleasing, so let's do that. Need iron chest. Double plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 screws. And then we need the chest portion, of course. There. Just make a batch of flint. What am I doing? Macerator should go back in here. This should go back where I grabbed it. And I wonder how my chest got so messy. So I got the iron chest, now I need the hopper. Wait, what the world? Natura hopper? I've never played with that mod before. It's been a lot of packs that I've done. I just, it's never one I've sat down and engaged with or whatever. What's this? Hammer. I never crafted these by hand. Yeah, that's what I thought. File. Oh, wrench. I see. Yeah, I was never gonna get that. Okay, I should have done that forever ago so that way it shows up down there. Okay, so now this will hopefully make feeding the furnaces easier. Oh, that's a problem. This guy's still running. Fire that bad boy up. Is this high pressure? Oh, it's low pressure. So hard to tell sometimes. Okay, man, steam compressor is super overwhelmed. Look how slow this is. Oh well, smelting speeds have improved by quite a margin. I actually gotta be careful. How much does this have to do left? 49. I guess we can go nuclear, right? Like, the worst case scenario, we're just wasting coal, which is like... we're good on coal for a little bit, at least. Ooh, I got super disorientated. But that should hopefully alleviate that soon. Actually, are the high pressure more efficient? Because it uses twice this, like, it smelts twice as fast, but uses the same amount of steam. So is it using twice as much steam, or is it using half as much? I don't know. It'd be nice if we used half as much. I don't think I have a good way to confirm that yet, though. Unless I sit there to watch it. Like, alright, how much steam do you use? Whoops. Replace the one that gets used automatically the most often, and replace the one that I use for single crafts the most often. Oops. There we go. As long as this thing still has power, these multi-blocks will eat items if they run out of power. So I try to make it a pretty big priority if they don't. Yeah, you're still warming up. This is all the way warm. You're warm. It's gonna take years. I guess I can throw in the fired bricks now too. Out of inventory space. Well, surely the reason I'm out of inventory space is because I've been carrying around like 8 backpacks. Wait, that was it? Oh, because 144 is only... 144 is not the full batch. We got like 3 or 4 batches. Almost. Oh yeah, and then brick mold, right? No, we gotta compress it. Oh, man. I'm really beginning to regret not making the big compressor. The multi-block version of it or whatever. How fast is this? It'll tell me. 18 ticks. Search. Compressed. Oh yeah, obviously. Compressed crap. crafting table? What? Like the pressed crafting table. I almost gotta craft that out of curiosity. It takes 4 seconds. That means a tire stack will be 128 2 minutes. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, no. Where the heck are you going to smelt wrought iron at? Where'd it go? Did it just eat my wrought iron? Oh, the hopper did, I see. That is a crazy thing to smelt. I don't think wrought iron can be smelted. That is quick. Alright, let's make sure we got enough calcite, clay, and everything. So how much of this do I have in my inventory? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say 7 stacks. So we're making around 75 of this, right? So now the question is, do I have 150 gypsum dust? I was gonna search gypsum in general. That's what we get. Dude, just accidentally instant mined that. Okay, so I think the answer is no. We have nowhere near enough gypsum. Oh, might be good. 64. I need 2 stacks though, like 2.5 stacks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go mine gypsum. It's not a big deal. Throw that in there. That needs to be washed. That also needs to be crushed. I say, just eat my eat my gypsum dust, won't ya? Yeah, I really appreciate that. I had a chest lying around. There it is. And we should turn this into a tinker's table, because from what I've heard, that will make it able to access the tank. I'll be able to pull water, or at least like refill buckets without switching inventories. I was lied to and deceived. Oh well. So all this fire clay, we need gypsum. Clay dust will be fine on. Let's find stone dust. Yeah, I was gonna say there should be a ton of stone dust. Honestly, I'll just clean that up and use that. It says stone dust taken care of. Is there calcite? There is calcite dust. Okay. The other one I've been worried about. Might as well search calcite in general. That's fine. Uh, 60. We might be good actually on calcite then. Be a little close. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. We're set with that. So we're just gonna go mine gypsum. What in the world? Brown mushrooms. They're running full tilt and so I can't power these things completely. I suppose there's a little bit more time for stuff to ramp up still. We are running this, but that really isn't doing much. Maybe I just like disconnect that for a little bit. Let stuff fill up. Yeah, where are my water buckets for mass craft situations like this? I used to have like 7 water buckets that I'd use, and now I got like 5. Maybe I have to remake a whole bunch. It's probably worth it, right? Reduce the number of operations we need to do. Could've sworn, yeah, I do have stone up here. 5 plus 2 plus a stack. We're at 10 buckets, sure, why not? Be more than enough. So we got quartz sand. Still have to do the rest of the gypsum dust, the gypsum calcite. We have to go mine gypsum dust. We just have to process the calcite. All right, now. Oh, no, sorry. Okay, we're good. That's what happens when I accidentally look at OBS. No clue why. But if I accidentally go to the workspace that has OBS on it, we just lag and freeze out for a few seconds. Okay, I can just let that trickle in once we're done. It's not a problem. This thing will blast through all that stuff once we get back. Any may want to feed this with a hopper. There's really no good way to do that, is there? Because I gotta feed it and pull it out. It's really the only thing stopping me from just going to go mine the gypsum right now. Site. Oh yeah, wasn't there? Let's investigate this while we're waiting. There was something about a crafting table that would automatically pull the water for us. So it was a forestry, if I remember right. The crafting work table from forestry can make it easier, as you can use all the buckets for crafting in one click from forestry. But then I need bookshelves, which actually I have books from a quest reward. So this is in the cards. If I can remember where the books are. If I can remember where the books are, please. Suppose those books probably don't count. Here, have all my useless mod guide books. I don't care about them. Planks should be this chest or this chest, though. Yeah, okay. And then what else did we need? We need iron. We need 4 iron plus those plus a chest. 4. We'll bring 5 because why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. File. Oh, dude, this is so expensive when it does that. Oh well. Wait, I'm missing the vanilla crafting table. I'm doing this because I want to see what that compressed crafting table thing is. Because that sounds wild. Okay, see if we got any achievements or anything out of that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Momentary deep tour. How about everything immediately fills? Like perfectly in sync. Okay, so what the heck does this thing do? It's a crafting table that looks like a crafting table on all sides. I mean, kinda neat. I'll give it that. Wait, we can make double compressed crafting table? Which is using the Dyer crafting table. What in the world? High voltage arms, electric pistons, electrum, stainless steel. Okay, so maybe we'll use that in the future. Okay, now this is an interesting UI. I can't say I've seen this before. Search items for the internal inventory. So if I give it a couple water buckets and that. I don't know, we'll try it out. There we go. Now everyone's happy. We are gonna have to make the whole breeding plantation probably. Same goes for the rubber tree factory downstairs. Both will be very important. Do that in there. Crop 6 can go in there for now. I'll throw these in the chest because they still need processed. Grab our digger bag. Reminder bags. Plenty of food, plenty of torches. Ballistic mineral. Can I see which one I've actually started on? I started on the south one. Okay, keep that in mind. You have to be careful when entering or leaving, because the creepers in GregTech do not mess around. There are some insane creeper variants, like I think I was being told the other day, there's one that will like put you in a box of water with like obsidian on all the sides and stuff, so you have to like mine out of it. There's more that like randomly teleport you around. There's a variant where it itself teleports. It's an ender creeper. That one's actually ended up in my base at least twice now, maybe 3 times. And oh boy, do I hate the ender creeper. Like, I just want to live in my peaceful base. I don't have to worry about anything. This game's really quiet. I'll turn this up. Hopefully that isn't too loud. Go like 65 for now. But something interesting to be seeing happening, especially when I'm using my pickaxe or shovel. We have slimy on both tools. Number one, because slime is an incredible tool material. I tried putting it on the hammer as well, but unfortunately you can't make tough tool rods out of it. But one of the supposed downsides is that when you use it, like you break blocks or whatever, it spawns slimes, which has been my primary method of getting slime balls. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't mind just stabbing one of those things every once in a while. Getting like 4 slime balls out of it. Dude, what in the world? That's a new type. But some of the slimes have exploded on me. Make like creeper noises like that one. Some of them have struck me with lightning. I think one of them's lit me on fire before. There's a couple that have like a grab effect where like you get stuck in the slime and like iframes are still a deal, but they're like reduced or something. I don't know. Maybe like iframes are still a deal. You're just getting damaged like instantly the moment that they expire though. That could be it. Really not sure exactly how it works. So you get stuck on the slime like you're riding a horse and it does a bunch of damage to you. That one's especially fun because it creates this like buggy little zone where like the Modpack thinks you're supposed to be on a slime, and so you get stuck on like a ghost block if you try to move through it even after you relog. Oh, I should have brought my scoop. I'm forgetting that lately. Is this gypsum? That's small gypsum, yeah. Okay, cool. We should probably stay until we fill our inventory full of gypsum. Like once we start in like cobblestone and stuff. It's gonna be a little while because we have so many backpacks at this point. Dude, that was a jackpot on slime. But it'll save us having to come back here in the future. This is a very dirt heavy vein though. So I suppose another reason why I'll head back to base is our shovel runs out of durability. That's probably fair. Shovel runs out of durability. We aren't going to run out of durability on the hammer. That's just completely impractical. Or we start getting stuff in our inventory. Why is it not letting me place torches? That is strange. Yeah, it usually does. There we go. So for whatever reason, if you're in slot 1, because the offhand counts in this slot? I don't know, whatever. Offhand's mildly annoying to use because it like takes priority over like anything else with the right click. We're in Minecraft 1.7 by the way, so let me this is a backported offhand. And so it doesn't behave like the modern Minecraft offhand. It's a little bit more finicky and funny. The modern version is much, much better. There's a lot of things like deep slate and stuff that this GregTech Modpack backports for us. Like magma blocks are backported. Obviously offhand, I just mentioned that one. Those are the ones that come to mind. I'm sure there's others. I just probably haven't noticed them. Oh, dude, I hate gravel so much. Just let me mine. It's worse than the mod pack too, because you're using hammers and stuff. So it's like when you run into gravel, it's not a single strip of gravel you gotta mine through. You gotta mine through like a whole like 3x3 chunk of it. Oh, and then more gravel. Oh, you think you've escaped? How about more gravel, my friend? Okay, so that's the top layer done. Now I start going lower. I grabbed gravel. My mortal enemy. Resistance at every step. This is also nice. This this ballistic mineral or whatever, balsamic tick or whatever it's called. It smells down into iron. So we're essentially mining iron plus gypsum. It might have another use later. I don't know what it is. So I just smelted into iron. I don't know what Fuller's Earth turns into. Purified. Though it turns into self, it turns into Fuller's Earth, which is used in. I guess you could extract to get magnesium and silicone. It's probably its main use. I'm not at a stage of the game yet where I do that stuff though. It's such like a small thing, but this is probably one of my favorite things about Modpacks. I suppose other than the rush of like unlocking a new tier of tech or something like that. Like that's always cool too, right? But just destroying the world in pursuit of resources. And not in like a quiet like, oh, I've dug out this entire strip of stuff or whatever. It's like I dug a gigantic cube out of the center of the earth. I messed up my own staircase. Three, and then this one will be down 2, 3. I'll mine the block I needed to with the hammer. Oh well. There we go. I'll just mine like this so I don't actually accidentally do that again. %16 on the shovel. We're on the last digger bag. Probably nearing the end of our mining trip. All right. Clean it all up and head on back. It is the middle of the night. I'm going to sleep. Apparently we're really well rested. That's what happens when you eat a good diet. It gives us like random buffs like, I suppose, fire resistance. This is Surface World. Alright. Careful for any creepers. A whole swarm of spiders to the south. Ooh, what in the world? Oh, you're infernal. We do not deal with infernals. Most of the time. Some of the time we'll deal with infernals. Not today. It's not an open field. Not when the spider is like 10 times bigger than everything else. Just popped up in the middle of Australia. I should probably cut down that tree, shouldn't I? At the same time, though, I think it's so funny. It's just a gigantic tree. It was a good suggestion to make the rainforest tree, but we got bonsais, which are just better. Better because they take up less space and they're so much easier to harvest. I don't know how the different modes work other than lock. That through that. Okay, now I should have inventory to just, yep. We have 34,000 cobblestone at the moment. It's not including stuff that's been crafted, harvested, I guess not harvested. Crafted, changed into something else. That's kind of redundant. Or like any of that stuff. So. More fire bricks. Keep that going. And then at the same time, try to find all this stuff at home. The ballistic gets processed. The gypsum we're also going to process. Only 47 gypsum. That is lower than I'd hoped. The fallers we're going to hold on to because I have no clue what to do with it. This. Alright, that should be mostly cleaned up. And we got that fun graphical bug where It looks like your steel furnace isn't working, but it very clearly is. Still not sure what causes that. What am I thinking about? I'm thinking that I have a bunch of bags in my inventory that I should probably dump somewhere. I did only get 24 slime balls. That is... I was hoping to get a little bit more than that. Still not bad though. Nice way to slowly chip away at our snowball needs. It's not snowball, slime ball needs. Alright, so while we're waiting for that stuff to process, let's go do something I have not done in a long time. I'm gonna chop down a tree. Before we do that though, where are our tree taps? So like, it works a little bit, right? Like, it doesn't work entirely, though. I don't know. I saw these things for a little bit, and I'm like... kind of a neat novelty. But I'm not interested in using them more. Probably spruce, my bad. All that for 6. We're doing this because we want saplings. Hey, I didn't see how tall they grow. They don't grow all that tall. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Like, it's neat, but like at the same time, I don't know. Let's see what I think about it. So the general idea I had for the plantation. So we go here. That is putting the large amount of dirt to encounter immediately. Let's go grab our digger bag. Oops, I don't want to isolate that. I mean, it's like nice for like debugging stuff, right? I wish I could like toggle it off though. I'm trying to think. I do want this to be fairly grand coming down. So it's gonna be a fairly tall staircase, right? Probably get rid of that too. And then now I'm gonna start mining here. Yeah. The bottom block I have available. Here we go until our feet are 55, 10, 45. So once our feet are 45, we're at the right height, I think. Okay. Then we dig out like a large hall, essentially. And I should probably do like one pass of the room at this height. So let's go this way. I don't know how long to make it. Is the only question. The idea is that we need to have room for a lot of rubber trees. And we also need room for a lot of crops. So it's actually, this is 4 blocks to bring out 2 further. Dude, I am like perfectly dodging around whatever cave that those guys are in. I have no clue how I keep on doing it. Alright, so then let's go like double this length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now this feels like an appropriate distance. Yeah, so now I can put like rubber trees. Do rubber trees need more space, or will this work? Hopefully I can put them on this row going down. I'm gonna go one more over. One more over in the sake of, ooh, jeez. I mean, there is a way to cheese this, right? We just despawn them all. Berserk gravity. Dude, they're all infernals. That poison hurts. So we got a dropper out of it, we got a fire aspect sword, we got legs upgrade. Magma cream might be useful for something. Of course, all it really did was fill up our inventory, right? Alright, now I got like a single brown mushroom to find a home for. Got all this leftover gear that I gotta find a home for. I gotta find a home for a magma cream. Dude, applied energistics cannot come soon enough. Save me from all this pain. You can give me a miner's backpack too. There's so many random ores in the walls and stuff. We're next to a gold vein. Dude, the bricks are almost done. We're about to have so much steel production. Okay. So we 1, 2, and 3. Ender creepers are not particularly scary. They can teleport you somewhere random. That's about all they do. Okay, this is hopefully all lit up now, and I won't be hearing an absurd amount of mob sounds while I'm at my base. Although this does increase the chance that mobs spawn on the surface. One of those potentially being an ender creeper at some point. +1 modifier. I'm not sure what to put on the shovel. Because, like, it already instant mines anything I care about, right? So I just start putting unbreakable on it. Is it really worth spending that amount of resources on a shovel? I don't know. Alright, there's no reason to put Fortune on it. There's no reason to put Silk Touch on it. We could put on, like, Moss, but I don't have a way to craft Moss yet. The only reason why I have moss on my pickaxe is because it was a quest reward. A quest reward, and I made not necessarily a mistake, but a blunder with how far away cobalt would be. I ended up finding some cobalt in a chest, and I put it on my pickaxe. So our pickaxe can mine cobalt and ardite, no problem. The only issue with that is that means that the repair material is now cobalt. And well, I don't have access to processed cobalt, so we legit cannot repair our pickaxe. We can only let the moss do its thing over time. Which in hindsight, probably a mistake, but like at the same time though, I got cobalt and ardite in my chest. It isn't as big of a deal if we're not, since we got the hammer now, right? It used to be a lot bigger because it actually kind of kneecapped how many resources we could gain per hour and stuff like that. But the hammer's pretty much alleviated that. Especially now that it's got now it's got fortune on it. Confusing powder. Should probably extract the resin from the rubber wood, shouldn't I? Looking for bronze. There we go. Yeah, I guess I only got one. I guess it's got 3 stacks of haste. If I stop putting reinforcement on it, I still don't have enough lava to do that now, I don't think. Maybe I'll put reinforcement on it. Like I said, it's what else did you put into it? And like, yeah, it costs a lot, but it also saves you a lot if you don't have to fight with it. Ooh, spooky cave sounds. Should have made sure that my gypsum was properly processed. Because like the rubber is less of a concern than the steel in my opinion. Like rubber is gonna be super important, but once we get sticky reed it won't be as big of a deal. And yeah. Yeah, I guess it's still working, but it just looks that way for whatever reason. Yep, sweet. Alright, calcite. Select mineral, gypsum. I guess it's gypsum, sorry, not calcite. I'm gonna throw all this down here. I'll have a bunch more iron in a second. like an absurd amount more iron. There's still a question with this, right? Is it better to mine the trees and like extract from the sap and stuff? Or is it better to use tree taps and let them regenerate the sap? I think that will somewhat influence our decision on how we lay the space out. Because we need as many trunks as possible to get like as much that we can tree tap as possible. It's a very different problem and a very different question than we need as many trees as possible. Alright, so maybe I should think about it in terms of upkeep too, right? It's going to be a lot easier to upkeep. Come down here with tree taps every time I need to grab me some whatchamacallit. Yeah, come down here with a whole bunch of tree taps when I need resin, as opposed to non-stop. Alright, I gotta go mine the rubber trees in order to keep up on our resin supply. So even if it's slower, I think we go with trying to maximize the number of trunks we got. So we're gonna stack things densely. We'll probably have to mine the first couple of trees to get more saplings. But like the end goal is super dense trees. There are so many beehives. I have to find my scoop so I can mine at least that one out. One's kind of in the way. +1 modifier. Hell yeah. Let's actually go do that right now. I mean, if they're taking that long to process, right, and it's only one per, it's probably better to do taps. I'll hold on to that for now since we're about to get a bunch more. No use scrambling trying to find a spot for all of it. So the recommendation given to me for the hammer was to throw redstone on it non-stop. I'm still not completely sold on that idea, because it's going to take a lot in order to get us to instant mining stage. My thought was to put the reinforcement on it right away to increase the durability. This one is off for some reason. It's not just graphical. Okay, that's weird. So now we're 11.56. I mean, it's definitely faster. It took 50 in order to instant mine with the pickaxe, though, so I don't know how close we are. Oh yeah, and the scoop. We should grab that. Grab the scoop, and we can mine these down. Yeah, that works. That looks nice. And then do we install stairs where the blocks are? No, we gotta do it on top of the blocks currently. So we are looking for chisel, so that way I can make the stairs. We're looking for... What was the other thing I was looking for? Chisel, scoop. We're looking for the scoop. So we're not quite ready to do the craft. We're pretty close. Scoop, and then chisel. Usually it sits in here, yeah. Okay, I suppose we have to actually make it into stairs first. Is there any nice looking stairs? There aren't. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. I wasn't super stoked to look at stair designs anyways. And we might need to raise that another block still. I don't know, it's not terrible. Alright, I'm not sure what to do at the middle yet, what block we're going to put there, but the sides are all going to be dirt. Dirt with water, basically. I suppose I could hide water under the walls, can't I? Dude just got executed. Zero hesitation, just immediate death. Okay, so then we run water down that. The rubber trees do not need water. Oh, whoops. But look at this. Random slime I've killed. I get sugar. Now I gotta figure out where in the world sugar is in my mess. Apparently that's where the sugar is. That makes sense. Seven trees. Should we space them out by threes, maybe? Keep kind of the theming going. It's not the theming, but the spacing and whatnot. Okay, that'll work. We're not doing infinite sources because GregTech stopped you from making infinite water sources, unfortunately. Alright, so the middle, 1, 2, 3, be like right here. If we're doing 3 block spacing, we'll go here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I forgot this was down here. I'll stack up in that way. That'll be fine. Next time I'm down there, I'll just punch out the dirt. Doesn't matter. 3. Alright, so for now, that's the plan. We'll eventually make it denser. Because we'll have, we'll be doing tree taps instead. This is all for the sake of mutating sticky reeds. Finally use some of the dirt we've been hoarding. Magnetite is iron after you process it. Which is funny that we get more iron than we get gold out of a gold vein. So with copper too. There's no way I don't have raw gold lying around somewhere. Whatever. Oh, so then the smelter. Not the smelter, the macerator. Pure pile of gypsum. Finally getting to the gypsum. Yeah, that means all of our fire bricks are done. I didn't accidentally leave any in here, did I? Nope. It's a lot of fire brick. Do I need to give this thing access to water? I have not worked this thing before. So bucket of concrete. And then I also want fire bricks. Is in calcite dust? I have calcite dust. What do you mean? Okay, whatever. Obviously not working the way I thought it would. Probably some level of user error. Just do it the old-fashioned way. Why can I not? Oh, they don't have an empty bucket. Really gonna tell me there's nothing in the system that could use a hair more water? Okay. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is how you craft. So satisfying. I am missing... gypsum and calcite? I'm missing calcite? Yeah. Yeah, it's expected. Why am I confused? That is what I expected. All is according to my plans. Have you finally started processing the gypsum? You'd rather do crushed magnetite. Oh. Oh well, the calcite should have a pretty good ROI. Huh. Yeah, neither one of those are helping me. Oh well. Oh, what am I doing? I got a whole bunch of this stuff. I'm being dumb. Sack of calcite. Sack of gypsum. I'll keep this going at least for now. Concrete, fire bricks. Concrete, more fire bricks. we are out of calcite again, it looks like. We're over a stack on the fire bricks. That is incredible. Alright, can I make 2 of these or just 1? Oh, quest complete, 2x steel. Sure. Sure, thank you. I appreciate that. 4x steel? Oh, I just need 4 stacks of... P.S. If you can't, this pack might not be for you. If you can't figure out how to set the most bricks. This will generate massive amount of pollution. Have you considered the nether? The nether would actually be a good spot for this. Whoops. We need to be hollow. It needs to be something other than the fire bricks. There we go. Okay, cool. We need 8 in order to craft that stuff. So we'll have enough for 5 with some change. That's not too bad. Could make more, go all the way up to 6. Probably should, right? Like, the only reason why I wouldn't is because, I need the calcite for some other project, which I obviously don't. All right. Wait, reconnection successful. Are we back? We're back! Yes! Oh my god, I was about to be so pissed. It would be like twice in one day. Internet just dies in the middle of stream. Oh my god. Dude, I am kind of annoyed though. Like, to be fair, it's been like 2 days out of like 6 months that the apartment systems had internet issues. But still, it's like, I want reliable internet. Okay, so if we're back, yeah, I mean we're definitely back. Like OBS thinks we're good. Okay. Oh, okay. So we were crafting this. We'll have 6 blast furnaces. We'll have 4 blast furnace at the moment, but we're about to have 6, potentially. No, all right, we're about to have 5, potentially 6. My bad. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm putting extra numbers on. Okay, so we get 2 stacks of that, 2 stacks of that, and actually I should do it like that. There we go. So I don't have to look at it quite as often. You're going. You're going 4x. I just need 4 stacks of steel in my inventory at one point in order to claim that. I'll take the rubber bars. Rubber bars are in short supply. It's easy for a coal coat too. Nice. Do we have enough rubber? How much rubber goes into a single bar? 3 raw rubber? How many? 18. So this is, if this was, let's say this is a full stack. This is plus 3 stacks. So really, if I purchased resin right now, we would have enough. We would only be waiting on steel. That's good. That's awesome, actually. Oh, perfect height. Oh, yes. My only hope is that we get saplings. So that way I can make an unholy abomination known as the tree wall. I'll eventually have like every single one of these replaced with dirt and stuff, and it'll just be like a wall of the rubber wood, and it'll just slowly generate resin for us. Man, that's awesome though. In there, actually, I can throw the sticky resin in here. This is technically part of the giant craft. I suppose we're also low on slime balls, and the backup for the slime balls is sticky resin, so. Maybe I shouldn't get too ahead of myself. We also need 8 stacks of steel. It's almost 600. Such an absurd amount of steel. I guess I'll top these guys off while I'm thinking about them. Okay. So we need one more center, and we need a few more bricks. The bricks. Looks like I already grabbed the calcite dust. I'll just clean up all of this. Even though we can do like a stack at a time and it really isn't that bad, we probably still need to make the like industrialized cleaner, because I got 47 stacks of redstone there. We'll collapse this so they can get rid of this too, can't I? 2 gypsum, 44 calcite. I'm about to run out of bricks. I am about to run out of bricks. Alright, well that was super productive, wow. So we need 4. And this needs to be less than 12. So we're gonna be 6x. Oh, am I... Slowness 2, weakness 2. So we are finally getting some of the effects of pollution. I am kind of curious about pollution, like what mechanics and stuff there are to it. Oops, can I? It's like air purifiers. Carbon plates, which comes from carbon ingots. Carbon nuggets. Well, you would guess, you know, this carbon is made out of carbon. So graphite dust. An electrolyzer? There's a chance of a byproduct as we're cleaning, but I don't have byproducts quite yet. I know, we should be thinking about air filter though. That's probably on the table now. Probably not our next craft, but maybe the craft after that one. Furnaces, I should have plenty of iron plates still. 8. I do not have enough. Impressive. We're running out of iron. And by running out, I mean I had to pull for my 23 stacks on bending machine. I'll throw this up there. I know we don't have raw iron on the board, but man, this is gonna be awesome. So what, 6? We estimated that each one of these 60 seconds for a steel bar. Not 60 seconds. 240. So that'd be 4 minutes per bar. And we have 6 of them. So that will be like 1.2 bars a minute or something like that. In the ballpark of. Okay, that's all we need for now. We'll get more later. Be a good thing to do while I'm chilling, AFK. Maybe while I'm watching, whoops. Maybe while I'm watching, whatchamacallit, Fate Strange Fake tonight. Yeah, weakness 2, slowness 2. Yeah, it's because the wall's right there. Maybe we need to extend the wall block further. Can we extend the wall block further? Yeah, we can. I don't know, maybe that'll help. Wider space. Seems to, at least for now. I think pollution is the game's way of trying to tell us that, like, hey, you probably shouldn't do this underground. How many rubber saplings do I need? I'm already almost there, aren't I? 6, 10, 13. We're at halfway. Oh, that's not too bad. we made some big progress today. What was the last thing I wanted to do? Okay, resin trees, sticky mutation plantation, which we really just got to put the crop sticks and put the plants down there, and we got that. Steel depending on current steel per hour, we got that. It's not going to take us 20 hours in order to get the steel. It's now going to take us 8 hours. It's going to take us 8 hours instead of 20 hours. If we get a lathe, it'll only be 4 hours. Roughly-ish. Slimy on the hammer, we tried. We can't get the slimy on the hammer. So that just leaves setting up the plantation. Which we should do now. Make for a pretty good day. I had a mattock somewhere around here. And that lets us hoe things without completely destroying its durability. There we go. Still, it's probably going to be very straining on its durability, but should be better. And we need a lot of crop sticks. How's it going? Pseudo, thank you for the hydrate. What is it called? It's called crops? Sticks. Legit forgot what it's called. It's called a crop. Such a weird name for the stick. Yeah, now I got like all these things all over the place. There's longwood sticks, which yeah, I barely have enough for 2 stacks of this stuff. Let's make 3 stacks. What am I missing? I'm missing files. Oh, this is gonna get... This is already getting intense. Do I have a backup saw somewhere? I do. I do. We should probably make more coal coke ovens too. How's it going, Bolt? Wait, file? Crazy? That's file. Oh, there's file. Finally back from vacation. Ah, hope you had a fun vacation. You went to New York or whatever? Sounds like a pretty cool trip. We just see cousins in Texas. Ah. There is a potential design flaw in this that I did not account for or test. Yeah, okay. We're good. Oops. There we go. We can't have 2 crop sticks and we can't have empty crop sticks because they will spawn weeds on us. So we gotta wait for all these to grow, and then we can put the crop sticks in the middle, and then we can wait for mutations. Yes, the idea at least. And maybe I should get a barrel down here that I can put crop sticks in. And maybe some storage too. So we got rubber, and we got sticky reed plantation. Alright, have a good night, Bolt. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to hear your vacation went great. What was that notification? Oh, I got emailed. Chess.com, you're on a 1-day streak. Continue with a quick game. I'd rather not. I have a friend who's learning chess, and from Duolingo. They finally learned how the pieces move and stuff, and I actually blundered really big against them, but still ended up winning. Like, by all accounts, I should have lost, but because they don't know how to play a proper endgame yet, Please be back. Reconnection successful! We're back. I don't know what the heck's going on, man. And this one was even weirder, right? Because I still had internet seconds or something. I don't know. Oh. Man, I wish the internet just worked. Why can't internet just work? Oh well. What type of chest can we make? Obsidian would be good, right? I should be searching iron chest, I suppose. Legacy Mall here. Dense obsidian plates, which requires a vending machine on tier 9. It's a medium voltage recipe though. RIP. Crystal chest is ultra level. Yeah, crystal chest is theoretically achievable, I believe. I guess not, because we don't have the extruder, right? So the best we can make is probably diamond, but I don't have super. Oh, excuse me. I don't have super accessible diamonds. Well, I should say I do have super accessible diamonds. I just haven't mined a whole bunch of them. Maybe we could go mine diamonds or something. Do something else to keep us productive. Do so much iron in the world. Yeah, I was not kidding when I said magnetite vein. I guess the 1 veins are actually iron veins. Of course we get slowness. So slow. Wait, there's no way I'm missing files. I am legit out of files. Alright. Time to go nuclear. Okay, maybe not 64 files. We'll do 8. Did I make a singular screw? I made a singular screw. I'm tired, I suppose. It's been a long day with a lot of internet issues. No. Oh well. It's mostly just computationally expensive, processing expensive to make those planks. It's also like 1.3 logs in order to make a plank or something like that, I think. So like it's not really optimal, but that's whatever. It's whatever. So now I can put that stuff in there without a problem. I suppose I can also put this stuff in there without a problem too, can't I? Okay, so I need a stack of crop sticks. And now the great mutation games can begin. I'm really hoping it doesn't take us that long in order to get sticky reeds. The one downside with so many like this is that I'm expecting weeds to take over a few patches. They shouldn't be able to cross, but we kind of got to check on this fairly frequently because there's like a 20% chance each mutation that it's a weed, and that will eat our other plants. Not the end of the world, because I mean we got like a bajillion sugarcane plants, but just a little obnoxious, and it slows the process down. This is reed. I'm curious what the ballpark for how much more steel we need is. Or how much more time. Okay, so we have 134. So you need 464 more steel. It'd be this many seconds, this many minutes, this many hours. With 1. We have 6. 5 hours. Let's make sure it's doing the order of operations right. I think it is. I mean, that's a sensible enough number. Wait, what? Unconsumed tokens, right bracket. So what, you're telling me the right bracket wasn't consumed? Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Oh, so this will take 5 hours to finish. How much steel we need. And if we use the lathe, it'll be 2.5. I mean, I could just AFK overnight. Ooh, what's this? Watch this be sticky reed already. Thorn vines, weed. I don't care about thorn vines. Get rid of you, your thorn vines, your brown mushrooms. So we definitely need the lathe. For sure. It's just a question of if we want to expand, and if so, by how much. I suppose we're kind of out of room too to expand. Unless we move it all downstairs or into the nether or something. Which is a possibility, right? It wouldn't be too bad. An extra 2 will bring it down to 3.8 hours. I mean, and maybe we get back to working on stuff, and as part of this project, we can acknowledge very much how much like processing and efficiency and like upgrades we've done to our infrastructure. Like, we're able to put together quite a few resources. I'm trying to rationalize giving up. I guess we do need 1,000 copper too, don't we? We have 390 copper right now. Which I made all the alloy. There we need like 1,200. Ooh. As long as it's poison. Maybe the pollution is an issue. Man, that is so much steel, though. Did I seriously disconnect an OBS just for a second? Dude, this internet's wild. It's actually got me so tilted. So what was I saying? We continue down this road for a little bit, and then we'll just acknowledge that steel is going to be the limiting factor, right? So we'll get as close as we can. And then we'll use steel to finish as many circuits as we can, as well as the other parts and whatnot that we need. Reed I don't care about. Weed is problematic. Eye bulb, that's a new one. Black stone lily, I might have that one already. Oops. Dude, we literally just like turn around a weed. So I guess let's go for a copper mining trip. Not much else to do. As long as hopefully it's in low distance. Maybe that's one thing I should look up too, is how to keep the stuff chunk loaded. Because that'll help too. Unfortunately, team stuff is disabled. Because I remember in the claiming, or some of the team stuff and whatnot, you're able to chunk load stuff super easily. It's like literally free. You just have to like, yeah, I want these chunks chunk loaded. And you can, like the server sets the limits and stuff. But that's been disabled unfortunately. This right here, claimed chunks. Did I really do both? No, I didn't do both. Nine minutes until storm. So what's funny about this stuff down here, oh, dude, I should have repaired the hammer, shouldn't I? Oh well, I guess we're not gonna be here for a super long time. This stuff is raw copper, so it gives us 10 copper ingots when we process it. This stuff is raw iron. So we are literally in a copper vein, and there is more raw iron than there is raw copper. This is also calciferite is copper. Pyrite, though, on the other hand, is iron. Which, there's a bunch of pyrite in this vein, too. I find it so absurd and funny that there's more iron in our copper vein than there's copper. Whoops. I forget what polycore ore turns into. I think it's another name for iron, probably. I'm really going to be taking out the whole ceiling of this cave. Well, we also got the furnaces upgraded, which is a big help. In the past, the furnaces have been a major limiting factor on how many ores we can process and stuff. Oh, rip. Ruined our nicely manicured stairs. So your morning, cat? Good morning. How's it going? I'm starting to get tired. This is late for me. I work at like 4 a.m. local time. Good, glad to hear. I've had some connection issues today, but otherwise we were making good progress on the world. We have 6 times steel production. Trying to keep myself alive at 7 a.m. Yeah, true. You get used to it though, right? Like, after 4 years of waking up at 4 a.m., it's kinda... You just get tired. So, I'm tired right now. Look at this, 8 p.m. my time. Almost 9. I'm like a grandpa or something. It's like, oh, you kiddos have fun. And then go to bed at like 6 p.m. Oh well. It pays well enough. Any big plans or events for the day? It is making gathering much faster. I'm like 12% of the way. It's not guaranteed the next level is the modifier level. In fact, it's probably not the modifier level, if we're being completely honest. Should say it's more probable that it's not a level that gives a modifier than it is a level that gives a modifier. Okay, cool. Okay, mine's so fast though. We only have like 3 modifiers worth of redstone on it. Our work's gonna take quite a few modifiers though. Like this one took 6 modifiers of redstone. Whereas this one's at 11.2 and it's got 3 already. I just don't foresee 12 going to 50 or whatever in 3 modifiers. But oh well. I'm actually kind of amazed that this thing isn't completely depleted yet. Looks like we are getting close, right? This is one of the last real layers for it. Probably do like one more layer and then call this mine depleted. And then we gotta go find another copper vein, pretty much. Oh, you got one over here. Okay. Reconnection successful! This is crazy though. There's gotta be some network things going on with Linode or something. I have no clue. Absolutely ridiculous how many disconnections I've had today. RIP X2, yep. No, this is like RIP X5, cat. Yeah, maybe not 5, maybe that's number 4, but still. Like, the stream has just died like 5 times. Ooh. Yeah, I was about to hurt myself in confusion more than he did. But since I've gotten like back on and done this like late night stream, I have disconnected like 3 times or something like that. But what's strange is I'm still able to connect to like just other stuff. Like just now when I disconnected, I went to Google, no problem. I googled the color blue because it's like, all right, maybe Google's just cached or something. It's like, I certainly have looked at the color blue. So I have no clue. Maybe Linode, Akami or whatever is under a DDoS. Maybe they're lagging a whole bunch. It's like, I want it to stop. I want it to stop. I'm annoyed. I don't want to fight with network issues. Especially after the week I've been having with my computer. Because it's having more issues today. And so I literally went and like impulse bought a new CPU. So I got a new CPU because I thought that might be the issue. Nope, it's probably a bad PCI port. So it's Tuesday and I'm ready for the week to be over. In summary. I'll throw this scoop in there for now. Alright, so will poison. Alright. Pollution's an issue. I'll fix it. All right, how do we fix pollution, Cat? Do I put them upstairs? Is that the solution? Right, this is what can happen downstairs when we're not careful. I suppose another wouldn't be bad, as per the recommendation. This is reed, these are weeds. You are spruce bonsai. I'll let the spruce bonsai grow. Eye bulb. Interesting crops. Oh, I can see that. Alright, the hope is that this will spread to be reed, and then that can be reed. Use black granite or basalt below to fully mature. Has increased nutrient requirements, decreased humidity and air requirements. Oh, interesting. Is this a large enough mutation plantation? Or do I need a bigger one, Cat? I suppose I can just harvest one of these, right? Does put one out of commission for a little bit. That's not the end of the world. Place them in the star plus pattern. So you're saying I should put like an extra plant here, here, and here, like all the way down? I suppose that will... So here's my concern too, right? I'm worried about weeds taking over the whole thing. I suppose as long as I babysit it, weeds won't do that, right? Okay, there we go. They'll increase, I guess, decrease the amount of time it takes for us to get a plant in the middle, which will be nice. This is also my temporary, like, I need rubber setup. Although I'm a lot closer on my rubber needs than I am my steel needs. Because, like, rubber-wise, I essentially am only 2 sacks of the raw rubber dust away. So not the sticky resin version. I do still need the sticky resin in order to serve as a replacement for slime balls a little bit. But, that's it. They'll be here at 9 tomorrow. Apartment's mostly clean. I can stand to do that. About the hones? I mean, hones. Can grow. I'll let that finish growing so I have spruce bonsais. I know I can melt down the saplings too, right? But the eventual goal with this is, like, my backup is I just want, like, put a horse in your tinker smeltery now? I don't need glue, what do you mean? But I want this to be like a full row of logs. Yeah, no, that's good. Oh, glue is a sticky resin substitute? Ah, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? I mean, we're pretty much there though, right? And like, the only issue is that I might need to use sticky resin for part of crafting the coated circuit boards. Because I'm probably not going to have enough slime. I have to do coagulated blood. It only has 5. I am still going, Gavin, but I'll probably end in like 5 minutes. Yeah. Well then, I've had a lot of network issues today, even after I started tonight. Yeah. Well, and I can put myself in the smelter to get blood too, if I remember right. There's just a lot of blood. And I'm sure they probably nerfed that a little bit if it's actually a substitute. I don't know, regardless, we got like to wait 5 hours for steel anyways, so like it's gonna be a minute before I do the big craft. And I was talking earlier, it's like we might just have to give up on doing like the full, nice, clean, like 2 stacks of low voltage circuits all at the same time. But like in the process of gathering all of these resources, we've upgraded our infrastructure quite a bit, and we've collected a bunch too. So like we're still making progress, right? Like progress has still been made. I completely forgot to connect stuff there. Dude, ouch. Yeah, I also need to figure out how to fix that. But yeah. crushed gold gets smelted. Those get smelted. Literally everything except for. I wonder, you know, I mentioned a mechanic, you know, a while ago. It's like, you know, I don't want to deal with that. So, I know. I looked it up. Well, I saw the warning in the book too, where it's like, you know, pollution when you have multiple of these things next to each other is going to be a problem. I mean, I didn't even start getting pollution until I had 4 of them right next to each other like that. And then I got 6, so now I'm getting poisoned. So, I don't know what the solution is, just put them on the surface, bury them deeper underground. I suppose the recommendation is put it in the nether. Runs industrial machinery in small unwanted space. Why am I dizzy? Exactly. Why am I dizzy? But like, look, I got an entire tree plantation down here. I got 2 entire tree plantations down here. That should cancel a lot of that pollution out. But now the fix is just wearing a hazmat suit. Oh, okay. But that uses more rubber, and we're limited on rubber. The trees are dizzy too. What is that? That's a reed. Brown mushrooms. Oh man. Alright, fine. I'll make the hazmat suit. I got a lot less armor. That's right, bending machine. That is so quick. Oh, not scuba. Advanced hazmat. Hazmat shoot requires hazmat. Is it low voltage? No, this is steam. Preparing your hazmat suit. 64 rubber sheets. If you're in brick blast furnace for too long time, you sometimes get headaches, nausea, other effects. Yes, it's pollution from making so much steel. Effects from rubber sheets, I'll trade you for a complete hazmat suit. Okay. So you have to check any reed looking crop because reed and stickweed had the same growth stages visually up to the last one. Alright. So you're telling me there's a good chance that I probably accidentally broke it a few times up to this point. Dude, we are 2 rubber away. I know I have sulfur dust around here somewhere. There's my sulfur dust. I'm gonna poison again anyway. Okay, just one more. Come on, please. I don't want to live in fear of getting poisoned really badly. And I'll probably call it. Consume? Oh my god. Alright, fine. Give me my hazmat suit. Repairing your hazmat suit. Be careful wearing your hazmat suit all the time. Durability is not very high. Even when flying a few blocks, it'll damage the boots quickly. You can repair your suit long before you craft a new one. In late low voltage, using some rubber sheets and a glue bucket. Rubber sheets and glue? Oh, I see. So you use rubber plus. Okay. That's how you repair it. Is there armor stands? There are these, which are assemblers. I thought there was a way to maybe quickly switch out armor. Bibliocraft, maybe? I think that probably would be a bibliocraft thing. Pressure plate, screwdriver, springs, slabs. Let's go for it. Don't be distracted. Alright. Let's, I really want to watch some anime before I go to bed tonight. So let's, figure out where I dumped my clipboard. Alright. So we need Bibliocraft armor stand. We need more rubber. We need more copper. Anything else? I think those are the main things. Because otherwise we're just kind of waiting, right? Wait, what? Flax. I don't think I have flax yet. Oh, rip. So I'm gonna get the bonsai. It's a jungle bonsai, it looks like. Oh, whoops. So actually, that means there's a good chance that I might already have the seeds. These are all reed-looking plants, I think. First breeding. I don't want to destroy the dirt. No. Just all read all the way down. Whoops. It's all read. That one's already told me it's read. I hate crop reading. Really, I like it. I hate it when I don't have the seed I want. Chug. Alright.
Keydick says hydrate. Chug.
Thank you for that, Sir Knight. Yeah. I looked up a little bit about it on the wiki, and it's supposedly around like a 1% chance with like the crop mutations. Yeah, flax, which I don't have yet, I don't believe. Spruce bonsai, whoops. Oh well, this should force it pretty quick, hopefully. Like, we're rolling those 1% checks pretty often. What the heck is that? Why does this read look so different? Alright, I want to head out. I'm going to get pulled in. I'm going to be like mining rubber trees, and then be going back to there, and then I'm going to be going back up here to like look at something. Really process some more rubber. Like, I'm just like full on in the gameplay loop. Today's been weird with the disconnects. Hopefully tomorrow's better. Luckily I can say like with 90% confidence it's probably not my computer that's having the disconnect issues. Especially because like earlier they literally sent a text message out to the apartments that are like, hey, our apartments are having internet issues, so I'll let you know in the backup. It is weird that literally only stream has been going down tonight though. I wonder if maybe a commie's having issues or something. I have no clue. I wanted to breed sugar beet, but instead I bred about 35 other crops. Basically, yeah. That's what it's gonna end up being. I ended up with every single crop except for reed. But yeah, we'll raid Webby because Webby is live on Twitch. Thanks for stopping by on YouTube. Have a good one. Bye bye.